Okay, in this lesson, I am going to show you how to remove something annoying out of the background. And I purposely brought in an image. It's a cathedral in Orvieto, which is outside of Rome, or somewhat close to Rome. And I brought it in like this just because this is a typical issue that people have. They open up an image and whoops, it's first of all not even rotated properly. So to rotate this image, I'm going to go under Image, Transform, and we're just going to rotate it 90 degrees so that it's proper. Okay, lovely. And I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit here just so you can see it better. Okay, so there it is, right? And also let's do a levels adjustment because it's seen better days. So remember colors, levels, and I'll just be quick and do an auto. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. So now we've done our levels, we've rotated it, and overall I'm happy with this image, but you may have noticed in the upper right hand corner is somebody's backpack, or I don't know, I have no idea what this is. It almost looks like the handle of someone's briefcase flying through the air. I don't want that, and so I can easily fix this. First of all, it's not so difficult to fix because it's sort of this blob, and it's surrounded by sky, and basically all I need to do is paint some extra sky over here just to get rid of it. So some things are easier to remove from the background than others. So for example, if I wanted to remove this fresco or something from the cathedral, that would take me a bit more time. I'd have to really zoom in and very carefully. I may choose this paint and just kind of paint over it. It really depends what you're trying to move. So this is kind of easy to fix. So what I'm going to do is, oh, did we say okay? Okay, goodbye. Okay, so we've adjusted our levels, and I'm going to use a tool. It's the same one I use in the Photoshop lesson for taking something out of a background. It's the clone tool, and it looks exactly the same as the one in Photoshop. So I'm going to click on that, and you can control how big it is. Let's make our brush size just a little bit bigger. You can kind of test how big it's going to be by dragging it over your image. Great. Okay. So let's say we like that. What we're going to do is we are going to click the Command key, Option key, to set a new clone source. So on the PC, this might be your Control key. On the Mac, it's the Command key. It looks like you'll see this little symbol as well. And I'm going to click that, and that's going to select the source. And now if I go over here, notice that it's actually drawing over it based on what I used as my source. So voila. Now we have our sky here, but notice it doesn't really match. It looks like we did something weird over there to our sky. So that's okay. We can leave it just as it is, but then I would recommend, because it's a sky, so again, depends what you're doing, we can use our smudge tool or our blur tool to kind of blend that in. So I'm going to click on the smudge tool. And let's see. Okay, so I'm just gonna smudge to get that darker area to blend into the lighter area and make it look more normal. And okay, that's better, right? You can obviously spend as much time on that as you need, and then I would just go over that with the blur tool just to make sure that it really blends together. So ta-da! Now, again, I could maybe, knowing me, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, maybe I would darken that up even more, but you get the idea, right? So we basically just added some sky, and now no more annoying secret briefcase of doom in the upper right-hand corner. So I encourage you, whatever you have to take out of your background, just spend time on it and play around with these very useful tools, the clone tool, the smudge tool, and the blur tool, and yeah, take it right out of the background yourself without having to pay someone. Okay, I hope that was helpful. See you in the next lesson.